How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando. Psy-freak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Psy-freak. Commando. Deadeye. Commando. Psy-freak. Psy-freak chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around, eventually.
But what?
In your nature.
Ha! Natural.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. You're absolutely drained. No hope of that with as little energy as you have. one hand after the other. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Your reserves are tapped. Zap 'em good. Hot metal. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Bullseye. Nice work. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Locked solid. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Great shot. Wiped out. energy is all used up. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Pop... He says... It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if... You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with... You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. You found one. You should be... The nono's ki energy is just what the pen... Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need a net to catch the nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks... Go catch the nono with the net. You can do it. You handle that net like you've never done anything. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of nono. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless he'd... But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the one day the land won't be as peaceful. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and... He lost you there for a while, but no memory. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing. The tree started to die when the end of days begun. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse, the toxin. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Midget, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your... He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
Ah! That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date. Says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the world eaters bring down the tree of life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Tamuk gabamuk tab.
Out of date says someone.
Riba far kobemako tofar hitaba.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay it.
Satuatan popkila. Far evunkutu buvum. Riba.
Out of date will be waiting for you beneath the tree of life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Loma utulu. Ba yugo.
Regardless, you'll meet again. About time you found some clothes. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says everyone wants to see the Sifu. You're in luck, though, as his schedule just opened up.
Zata idzie mój to tloho. Karieżne stace. Paro, ja put i
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall. He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101. There's sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages. Your Muma invented Wung Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the six weapon. The Sifu says it's time to set the... Jagni doesn't want a new... Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you He wasn't sure you... The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance. Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to the... They have no intention of letting this drag out, or they'll run the risk of teaching the enemy their art of war. You need to claim the rivals' outposts and weaken their tribe enough to challenge the rival Sifu at their fort. Even if you see the world differently, you must hit them as soon and as hard as you can. The outcome of this war is up to you. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin. Your Muma taught each disciple a weapon. She never intended it for hunting, nor war, but lately the art of defense has been shadowed by relentless attack. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Zata, skuni, yeti rikli,
Jackney doesn't...
perfetta. Zata,
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
is de moi vlada, yeti rikli, perfetta.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the...
Iglis moi toksadaga.
It's always the little things you remember. The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the... Says you're welcome back. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Itchy trigger finger. You've already drained yourself. All fired up. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure behind. He's happy his good mood is infectious. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to... He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never... You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever... You can never try too hard. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. You know you should know. Practice makes perfect. As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you stronger. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. Being nice comes easy. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says he can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you... He says only a few are willing to do the little things, but if you make enough of them, they can have a big impact too. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow. Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it from there. She knows you're a free spirit, always on the move, like the wind. They look determined. Better watch out.
Mukumana vaberieki wakatani.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going.
Emma tua moana.
That makes him...
Coffee.
There's no way they'll let you...
Ogois manora.
He wants to know who you think you are.
Ogois manora. Di feresit.
They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets pushed down along the way. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapons. The most... It's time to focus on your training now. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Badja analog.
Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face.
O waxu badja analog.
He heard you helped Gizmo.
Dana dieser Fehler.
He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training.
Darn mianda kaguno. Why ad fudlea hai. O waxu.
He suggests...
Darn mianda kaguno.
He's curious to see what you found.
Mich daremaya.
He's all for renewal and has even
Unududua. Mich.
He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks...
Mishaku hare zavani. Mishaku hare zavani. Munteo mastula.
He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Muntea mastula. Dakadnio umwaka.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Isku.
He knows she's already proud of you and everything you've achieved so far.
Muntea mastula.
You should take it with you, wear it to practice.
Sem fjörnor.
He thinks you should. She'll be proud of you.
Yama fore dome da hunka.
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Wants you to understand that you can do anything if you work really hard. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. That's a good attitude as long as you keep learning. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Thanks you for being such a good student. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Says he's always thought so well of you, just like her. Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an app. She's happy you appreciate what others do for you. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Quien sí. Camonu.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come.
Nyavaldu. Ferena masalapu.
There's nowhere to run to this time. The time has come to stand and fight.
Yo no masamalu. Nyavaldu.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to.
Boila kudo.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight.
Taifananuma. Antoro.
She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. You don't have it in you right now. Pang, pang. Had better days. Your energy is empty. Nice shot. It was harder than expected to take down the Fluff Hulk. They've received news a Ronin, a group of Jagni warriors are already waiting for you at Myriad's Vespidut. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost. That you chose to ally with Jagni is a sign of strength in itself, and you'll only make them... Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Look, an emergency box from the old days. Wow, bet that knuck makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Steel punch. Always find good use for things like that. That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old the Toxanol Corporation. Toxanol never cared about the... There must be a tracks. Let's see. It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place. That's a Myriad tribe outpost. punched the ticket. Good morning to you. The Vespidat outpost, long-time home of the Myriad tribe. Says you need to hit them where it hurts, inflict as much suffering as possible, and make it clear your tribe is a terror to their existence. Murder and mayhem and other terrible things happen. He's sure you've seen it before. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. That hit the spot, wrecked it. Give those twirly wheels a turn. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That wasn't the right way. Yes, the river tub's going down the drain. Keep going. cage is holding a helper. Says they've been treated fair, but is glad to see you. Grateful that you're willing to move past this like them. A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel chute. Smack it to get a barrel out of it, then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks sploding. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not kaboom, you're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Oddly.
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying. Says you're lucky to have the honor. Out of Date says he's doing his best to keep up, but from what he can tell, it seems you're...
Batermos, Loma Utulu, Biomutant.
He had a feeling you'd get along with the Jagni tribe, but it remains to be seen what the future holds for your alliance.
Cantita duela bofo.
Your positive outlook on life might be just...
Papa mofobak, ya molovando.
But Out of Date... That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The porcupine needs to be handled.
Cantita duela bof, ye mufurbo, bum.
He says the time has...
Yudnuluaftula.
Goop is working on making...
Potobuataka, nuka, nuburak.
This might be the end of everything as we know it. The vendor says you can browse his goods, understands you have, asks you to check out the wares, confident you'll find hopes your custom is worthwhile. Sometimes you miss the sound of breaking waves, and sometimes you don't. Wishes you would just give up and let the world burn. Let's see. Careful. This place might look serene, but it is not.
Yango. Azetawa. Mukan boy. Tenko.
Says it's good to see you again.
Mukan boy. Saluya.
Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast.
Tutwa. No snewalk.
He can't tell you much as
Saluya. Tutwa.
he understands.
Auta saret.
Now the time has come for you to remember.
Kawai. Auta saret. Tunuwana.
He thinks that's the right thing to.
Fan that flame!
Wait, no! Bright light blinds! It's dangerous.
I've got all the cold, sick...
Oh, do you have to insult me over this?
I don't have to. But I...
Says life on the goo is wide open. You hit the figures the word. Thank you. Wonders why you're flapping around with the Jagni. Figures you must have met different Jagni than he has. But hey, you should return when you've returned. You're lucky that way. Seems sturdy enough. Just stay on the rope. Hope this rain is warm.